Have you ever wondered how an institution goes from just a handful of students to a massive national player? Well, that's exactly the story of Isra University in Pakistan. We're going to break down how this private, nonprofit university went from a tiny startup to what it is today.
You know, every great institution has a motto, a guiding principle. For Isra University, it's this, a hallmark of the future. Now, that's a pretty bold statement, right? It promises innovation, ambition, and as we're about to see, it's a promise they've worked really hard to keep.
So, what's really behind that ambitious motto? To get what makes Isra University tick, we've got to start with its foundation, what it is and who it's for.
At its heart, Isra University is a private, nonprofit institution. It was started by the Isra Islamic Foundation, and that nonprofit part is a huge deal. It means every single decision is driven by their mission for education, not by the bottom line. It's so central to who they are that they're even officially certified by the Pakistan Center for Philanthropy.
Okay, but how do you know the education is high quality? Well, that's where the official stamps of approval come in. Isra University is fully recognized by Pakistan's Higher Education Commission. That's the main regulatory body in the country. On top of that, its engineering programs get a special accreditation from the Pakistan Engineering Council. And look, these aren't just fancy badges to hang on a wall. They're a guarantee that a degree from Isra actually holds weight and meets tough national standards.
So with that solid, accredited foundation in place, the stage was set for some serious growth. And honestly, this story of expansion is what really defines the university.
Get this. Back in 1997, Isra University kicked things off with just a single group of 30 students. 30. I mean, that's a tiny, pioneering class at the very start of what would become an incredible journey.
Now, let's fast forward to today. That number? It's blown up to over 3,500. That's not just growth, people. That's more than a 100-fold increase. You just don't see that kind of explosive expansion by accident. It tells you there's a huge demand for what this university is offering. And this timeline really puts it all into perspective. You see the humble start in '97, then a crucial milestone in 2010, when the engineering programs got that all-important accreditation. And that leads us right to today, a thriving institution with thousands of students and more than 40 different degree programs to choose from.
All right, so when you've got thousands of students, you need a ton of options, right? This massive growth directly fueled a huge expansion in what you can actually study there. Which, of course, leads to the big question on everyone's mind. With over 40 programs to pick from, what can you actually dive into?
Well, everything basically falls into four main buckets, and you can see the sheer variety here. You've got core medical degrees and dentistry, all the way over to really in-demand tech fields like computer science and software engineering. And they don't stop there. They've also got business and management, including cool specialized programs like an MBA in healthcare management. That shows you how they connect their strengths, right? Tying business directly to their expertise in health sciences.
But let's be real. A great university is so much more than just classrooms and labs. The stuff that happens outside of lectures is what really builds a community. So let's take a look at the campus culture at Isra.
I mean, that experience is just as important as the degree itself, isn't it? It's all about what happens when the books are closed for the day.
And the answer is a lot. The campus community is super vibrant. Students can jump into groups focused on social welfare or even entrepreneurship. There's an active IEEE chapter for all the tech enthusiasts. But it's not all academic, not by a long shot. The university really pushes for a balanced life, with sports tournaments, debate competitions, and even annual picnics. The whole idea is to create a really well-rounded experience for everyone.
Now, this story of growth isn't just about more students or more programs. It's also about physical reach. Isra University's footprint now goes way beyond its original home.
So, while its roots are firmly planted in Hyderabad, the university has made a huge move, expanding into two of Pakistan's biggest cities, Karachi and the capital, Islamabad. This isn't just about adding more buildings. This multi-campus structure completely changes the game. It transforms Isra from a regional school into a true national institution, making its programs way more accessible to students all across the country. So, when you put it all together, the story of Isra University is just one of remarkable transformation. It went from this tiny institution to a nationally recognized multi-campus university that offers a huge range of accredited programs and a really dynamic student life.
And that brings us right back to where we started. For an institution that has grown over 100 times in size in just a few decades, what could its next chapter possibly hold? As it keeps building on all this success, the real question is,
What will it take to truly be a hallmark of the future from here on out?